Was I unreasonable for keeping a man out of the bridal suite? I got married recently, and for the morning of the wedding we rented a large hotel suite in a city so everyone could get ready comfortably. I paid for professional hair and makeup for all of my bridesmaids, and I also covered the cost for my husband's mother and his sister as a courtesy. I am not particularly close to his sister, but she and my husband have always been very close, so I wanted to include her and avoid any tension on the day. On the morning of the wedding, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law arrived late because my sister-in-law and her husband had just come back from a short beach trip. When they walked into the suite, my sister-in-law brought her husband in with her, carrying his clothes and acting as if he was going to stay there while we all got ready. This completely caught me off guard because no one had mentioned that he would be coming into the suite at all. At that point, it was me, my bridesmaid, my mother-in-law, and my sister-in-law, all wearing robes that opened easily with undergarments visible while hair and makeup were being done. My sister-in-law, her husband, and my mother-in-law all sat down on a couch together, and her husband stayed there scrolling on his phone as if nothing was unusual. I felt uncomfortable but did not want to create a scene, so I quietly texted my husband to ask if he knew whether his brother-in-law was supposed to get ready in the suite. He had no idea and was surprised as well. I explained that this space was meant to be women only, especially because of what everyone was wearing and the general privacy of the moment. I asked my husband to speak to his sister and suggest that her husband either wait in the hotel lobby or go back to our house to get ready with him and the groomsmen. She refused both options. She said she did not want her husband waiting alone in the lobby for hours, and she also did not want him driving back to the house alone because she claimed he might get lost, even though he is from another country and has travelled around our area many times on his own without issues. She became visibly upset and said she was going to leave altogether. The hair and makeup artist stepped in and convinced her to stay, pointing out that everything had already been paid for. She eventually agreed, had her hair and makeup done, and then she, her husband, and my mother-in-law all left the suite anyway and went down to the lobby. They ended up getting dressed in the lobby bathroom, even though my mother-in-law and sister-in-law were still welcome to stay in the suite if they wanted to. Later, my own mother told me privately that she thought it was inappropriate and rude for a man to be brought into a space where women were clearly expecting privacy while getting ready. At the same time, I cannot ignore how upset my sister-in-law was, and I do understand that she may not have wanted her husband sitting alone for a long time. I keep replaying the situation in my head and wondering if I was too rigid in the moment, or if it was reasonable to maintain that boundary on such an intimate and already stressful day.